Hello, Ospreys. Good to see you all today. Mr. Brian asked me if I would do a weekly video cast talking about the Christian worldview and some biblical issues and whatnot. I told him I'd be happy to do that. And as I was thinking through all of the videos that you're going to have to watch every week for your classwork, I realized that just regular old video is probably going to be incredibly boring. It's probably something that most people will just flip through or, sort of skim through, and that's not so great. So anyway, I am going to try to make these a little more interesting, spice them up a little bit. I'll tell you how I'm going to do that in a couple of minutes. The theme of this overall is going to be asking some deeper questions about trusting God and having wisdom. The Bible tells us we're supposed to trust God in every situation. It says in James chapter 1 regarding wisdom, "Consider it all joy, my brethren, when you encounter various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces endurance, and let endurance have its perfect result in you, so that you can be perfect and complete and lacking in nothing." Talking about facing trials, that's where James is at there, and that's where we are all at right now also. We're all facing a very difficult situation in our society and also with our schooling. So anyway, when it comes to the facing of trials, James goes on and says, "If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all men generously and without reproach, and it will be given to him." So what God invites us to do there is to ask him to give us wisdom when we're going through trials and difficult circumstances or bad situations. And that's what we're going to be focusing on and talking about in this set of videos. One's going to come out every Tuesday, I believe, at 10 or 11 in the morning. I'm not sure the exact time, but every week we will have an episode of this. Now, in order to make it more interesting, I thought what I would do is rather than talk about the exact difficult trial and situation we're in, that I would go a little bit fictional and ramp it up a little bit. So this video is going to give you the backstory or the setting for where we're going to go over the next 6 or 7 or 8 weeks together, okay? I'm calling this video series the Corona Z Chronicles. And what we are going to assume is that the coronavirus goes out of control and that those who die from the coronavirus come back as zombies. The Corona Z virus. I personally am at home, trapped in my house with my family. We have enough food for a while. We've got water and electricity for the time being. That's a good thing. The problem is that outside in town in general, especially where there's a lot of people living, there are zombies wandering around, Corona Z zombies. We're going to call them Ronas. And the Ronas are sort of the slow walking zombies. Now, I know for myself, if we were living in a World War Z fast-running zombie apocalypse, I'd be a dead man because I couldn't outrun the zombies for more than about 10 seconds. But we're going to go slow zombie mode. I feel like I'm probably an expert at trying to survive a zombie apocalypse with slow zombies. So right now I'm trapped in my house. The zombies are out there. Not a whole lot of them right now, just 2 or 3 wandering here or there at any given time. We're not at the full breakdown of society yet, but that is coming in the Corona Z Chronicles. So people are mostly staying indoors. They're hiding from the zombies, sort of keeping it down low. That's where I'm at. That's where you're at also. You're trapped at home with your family, trying to survive the zombie apocalypse. So starting next Tuesday, we will be doing our very first Corona Z Chronicles broadcast, and I'm going to be I'll be in character, talking to everybody in the Osprey Nation about what's going on and what they need to do to survive. Now, when we talk about wisdom and asking God for wisdom, wisdom is the ability to use our knowledge in effective and good ways. And so we have a lot of knowledge about God, about Christianity, about the kinds of things He desires for us. But without going through really hard circumstances, a lot of that stuff is just stuff we never need to put into practice. I mean, how many times do I need to, turn the other cheek or go the second mile with somebody? How many times do I have to, really have to share my essential possessions like food with other people? Very rarely. We live in a very rich society. We don't have a lot of needs, which means we don't always need a lot of wisdom. But we're gonna use the Corona Z outbreak as a way of discussing some of the deeper issues that come up when you're facing real trials, and hopefully it will be something that is fun, encouraging, a little bit exciting, rather than just another boring lecture by Mr. Duncombe. So anyway, be looking forward to that each week, and I'm definitely going to be looking forward to putting those together for everybody. We are excited about it, and we will talk to you soon. Beware the Ronas.